Tonight, we're back at Universal Orlando to check out all of the brand new things coming to this resort, from CineSational, Hogwarts Always, a brand new tribute store for this summer, and so much more. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and have a great day adventure. Also, by the way, if you want to know how the rain is in Florida, sometimes it might rain. However, in the case of right now, it rained for about only a minute and now it's just stopped. So I don't know whether to take this jacket off or what, but either way, we're now at Universal Studios Florida. Let's go ahead, head inside. Now, one of the smaller changes before we get into big changes has been the signage, where you can now see if you want to head down straight to DreamWorks Land, it is straight down there. But most importantly, there is a brand new retro tribute store open. Of course, one of the first things we can see is the payphone, where it is actually the Bill and Ted payphone right here, where we even have some advertisements. Like, for example, we have the hiring poster, the great movie Escape advertisement, Mr. Tape Rewind Club. There's also a advertisement for a film, some rules, some frequently asked questions for Tribute Store Plaza, the Mega Movie Parade, where this will be the best spot supposedly, so we'll have to come over here. Also, an Earl Squirrel Easter egg. We even have an advertisement for Mega Castle, where you can see a Mega Castle apprentice to book your party today. There's Hollywood Makeup Training Camp. Also, there is some Back to the Future references like Biff's Automotive Detailing, Dr. L. Brown Enterprises. There's also a Jaws reference with Martin C. Brody's Chief of Police. There's also a Maitland Hardware card and a Beetlejuice card. Both of those in reference to Beetlejuice. And then there's also Chief Brody's reward sign, and then some other things as well. That's pretty much all of the Easter eggs and signage. If we look at all of the things, we have Tribute Store Plaza, we have Tribute Theater, Mega Castle Arcade, and Mega Video. And there's also some other Easter eggs, like, for example, we have the Universal Studios Florida advertisement where it says it's officially opening soon. Tribute Store's Haunted Estates, where it's going to be having refreshments and live entertainment. It's going to be opening from August 30th to November 3rd, when Halloween Horror Nights will begin. There's also the Video Arcade advertisements, Amityville. We even have Tribute Theater, Laser Dragon. We even have Birds Frequenting Area, where this is a reference to the birds. We even have a Lost Dog poster. There's also Gerg the Llama. There's also a Ghostbusters poster, American Graffiti reference with all sorts of used auto sales cars. There's also the Earthquake reference, Shark Attacks newspaper, Giant Ape Terrorized Roosevelt Island Tram, which is reference to Confrontation, Cabby, the cab driver reference. There's also Chef Donkey's Waffles, which is in reference to Shrek and DreamWorks Land. And I think with that being said, that's all we have. So let's go ahead and head inside here. And holy moly, this actually looks way better than I thought it was going to be. I know it was better last time, but now just looking at all the details, take time in here is incredible. We can see some of the Mega Video advertisements, poster for Psycho, The Mummy's Hands, Universal Great Movie Escape advertisements. There's also an advertisement to Mega Video Rentals, a poster for Revenge of the Creature, Mega Movie Parade poster, Mega Video Rentals membership program advertisements. We have some Ghostbusters posters. There's also a Jaws poster, which is the best poster, of course. There's even Mr. Tape sign where it says if it's not rewound, you won't be found. There's also Mr. Tape looking angrily where it says, hey, rewind or be fined. There's some cameras. We have Mr. Tape. It says we repair TVs and cameras. There's also the Wolfman, Creature from Bakagoon, The Mummy, Dracula, Casino, Jurassic Park, Munster Go Home, Blues Brothers, Backdraft, Apollo 13, The Sting, American Graffiti, Animal House, Bride of Frankenstein, Frankenstein, Breakfast Club, E.T., Scarface, Birds, Vertigo, Psycho, Jaws again, Phantom Opera. There's also American Graffiti poster, and even some merchandise. For example, we have Ghostbusters merchandise. Look at that. Then we actually have some VHS, like for example, there's Universal Story, there's Universal Studios Florida, then there's also Small Soldiers, E.T., Ghostbusters, Back to the Future, Jaws, and so many more films all down here. There's all sorts of VHSs in the drama section. There's even the horror section with all sorts of VHSs. Also in the tribute store, there's some references to Slaughter Cinema with Amazon Cannibals from Planet Hell, Cult of the Beast Baby, and some other VHSs that I might not know of. There's also the sci-fi section with Army of Darkness, Back to the Future, Battle Galactica. We even have some comedy films right here. We also have the action films. There's some more merchandise, like for example, another flux capacitor t-shirt, Back to the Future socks, Back to the Future hat, Back to the Future fanny pack, Back to the Future t-shirt. There's even a cardboard cutout of Donkey, which I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of terrified last time. We even have some Shrek merchandise right here with the Shrek plush, with a What Shrek shirts. And then there's even this area, which is kind of see. All right, let's slowly back up. A kids section with all sorts of VHSs. There's even a Shrek poster. We even have some Jaws merchandise. For example, we have this hat. We have a Bite Me Jaws and Jaws t-shirts. A Jaws Universal Studios hat. There's also Safe Puff Marshmallow from Ghostbusters. There's also romance in the section where there's some more customized VHS covers. Heading further down, there's also some ET merchandise with an ET shirt. There's also an ET tumbler. There's also an ET shirt with the icon. Another Staff Picks VHS covers area with some customized covers. We have some of the cast, which is actually the crew who built this store, which is fascinating. And then there's also another Gurglama Easter egg right here. We have Ghostbusters, Beetlejuice, and so much more. I think right now we're going to go ahead and after probably an hour staying inside here, we're now inside Mega Arcade. Inside this shop we have a bunch of things. For example, we have retro Universal Orlando merchandise like a shirt. There's even Mega Castle Arcade, which has some coins. Like for example, I think you can get Back to the Future, you can get Ghostbusters, Jaws, E.T. You can get 5 for each, but 4 for $15. There's also a reference to Dueling Dragons with Laser Dungeon, Choose Thy Fate. There's also Polybius game that I don't think you can actually play. Then there's also Jaws Shocks. There's also Jaws Lunchbox once again, a Jaws shirt. There's even a Jaws swim trunks. There's even Gurg's Alien Adventure, which is a reference to Gurglama. And then there's also Miss Dumpty. And then there's also Halloween Horror Nights, the game, part 1. And back here is all the food and some drinks. We even have the Amity Island Trifle Cake, macaroon themed around Back to the Future, Shrek, E.T., Jaws. And there's also an E.T. caramel apple. There's also the Out of Time chocolate brownie with chocolate buttercream. Then there's also the Tribute Theater. We have a booth. There's also some more merchandise. If we see here as well, It's also an ET photo op you can do. There's also Elliot and ET flying a bike. We even have a Ghostbusters photo op with Stay Puft Marshmallow, the orca boat that is now sinking into the ocean, with a Jaws photo op. And then there is posters and also the clock tower from Back to the Future, Jaws mug. There's also Earl the Squirrel Hollywood star, as well as some other posters like The Thing, American Graffiti, and 1941. Right now, it looks like we're unable to get out, so I'm hoping we can soon. And we're back outside where it's still kind of raining, but right now we're actually gonna go ahead and walk over to our next stop, which is going to be DreamWorks Land. Now, unfortunately, DreamWorks Imagination Cafe is unfortunately closed because they close around 6 p.m. and because it's first day, didn't know the hours of it. So if you're coming here, if you want to try one of the beignets or the pizza, then I would definitely recommend getting over here as soon as possible. But I don't know, maybe I might have to flash back to tomorrow. We'll see. Hey, Future Andrew here. So we're back at Universal Orlando, and behind me we are at DreamWorks Imagination Cafe. And right here for the new menu items, there is the Ogoroni pizza, where it has pepperoni, fresh mozzarella, basil, pizza sauce on a fluffy and crispy dough for $13.49. There's also the Boss Baby beignets for $6. Strawberry soft paws, which is a fresh strawberry bowl for $5. And Can't Stop the Donut, which is frosted donut with sprinkles and with topping. And it also has the Cocoa freestyle machines and many other things around here, but I think we're gonna go ahead and get the Ogoroni pizza and the Boss Baby beignets. So far, that's what the pizza looks like. Ooh, it looks so good. Although a little bit smaller than I thought it was gonna be. And then they have the Boss Baby beignets. And right here is also the Can't Stop the Donut as well. And it looks really cool. Right here we have the Ogoroni pizza. We have the pepperoni, basil, cheese, and the sauce as well. It's kind of smaller than I thought it was going to be, especially for $13, but whatever. So now let's go ahead and bite in. Honestly, when it comes to the Ogoroni pizza, this was actually really good. I think it's a bit overpriced and it's a bit doughy, but I think it's a really good pizza. The pepperoni was really good, the sauce is very tangy, and the crust as well is well seasoned. I mean, look at the ends. And with the basil as well, it's a nice addition. Overall, I think it is a pretty good pizza for the most part, but now we also have these beignets as well, and look at that. There is so much powder on here. Right here we have the beignets, so let's go ahead and bite in. Now when it comes to Boss Baby beignets, I thought they're fine. They're average beignets, it's very sweet. Overall, when it comes to the DreamWorks Imagination Cafe, it's fine. It's a nice little cafe where you can get some pizza and some snacks around here. And overall, I think it's a nice place to sit down, grab a bite to eat. But anyways, back to Pass Andrew. Now because it's raining a bit, there is an empty splash pad right here. There's also the King Harold Swamp Symphony. Oh.
It's that one. That's how it's done. That one.
Oh.
Then when they've had too much of it.
There's also the swamp snacks, where you can get some snacks like the swamp dog. There's also Mama Luna's Feline Fiesta over there. You can also meet Shrek, and then you can also play in Shrek's swamp for little ogres. And then it's also Poppy's Playground, where little ones can play over there. High Five Hideaway with some merchandise. There's also DreamWorks Imagination Celebration, which is probably the best part about this whole land. There's also Trolls Treats with some Populicious pink lemonade soft serve. There's a Brozone Berry, a Huckleberry soft serve. Both of those are going to be for $7.49. There's also Trolls Roller Coaster, which is unfortunately down due to weather and lightning. There's also Po's Kung Fu Training Camp, which I actually want to show one new update. In this area, there is the Gong of Resounding Resonance. And there's also Pana Perpetual Wetness, where it's actually closed due to lightning. There's also another play area, and Po Live, where you can actually take cover inside and relax. And there's also the Laundry of Ultimate Cleanliness. This is another splash pad around here, but up there, the water bucket actually works now. Except there's lightning, then it doesn't work at all. And then as soon as we head out, there's a sign that says Skadoosh. Of course, if you want a full tour of this entire area, then I highly recommend watching the original video I did on DreamWorks Land. And as soon as we're heading down here, it looks like there's a rainbow over there, but it's still raining a little bit. We're actually going to go ahead and head over to Central Park, since that's where we're going to have to watch CineSational, or CineSational, actually. Anyways, I think with that being said, though, we're going to go ahead and head over to Central Park. And right now, we are here for CineSational. This is a brand new Universal Orlando show that takes place at the Lagoon area. It is a brand new Lagoon show that takes place until August 25th, although after Halloween Horror Nights, then showtimes will resume back to normal. And when it comes to the show, it is a tribute to the score used in Universal Orlando rides and movies from franchises of movies such as Jaws, Back to the Future, Harry Potter, and so much more. And this has 600 drones, fountains, and multiple fireworks and effects around the lagoon area. And if you do want to watch the show, I highly recommend getting here 45 to 60 minutes in advance. And if you're an annual pass holder, there is a special area you can partake in, and that's actually where I'm going to be heading over to in a minute. But I think right now we're going to go ahead and watch CineSational. However, afterwards, I'll actually be trying to head over to Islands Adventure because they have a brand new show over there as well called Hogwarts Always. Now, when it comes to CineSational, it is at 9 p.m. But when it comes to Hogwarts Always, it happens every 20 minutes from dusk to park close. And it's basically a year in Hogwarts from Diagon Alley to Quidditch and the end of the school year. And it also features multiple endings, fog effects, and lighting, and fireworks as well. And it's a 7 to 8 minute show. But right now we're going to go ahead, watch CineSational, and then watch Hogwarts Always at Islands Adventure. So let's go ahead and do that.
bouncing faster, flexing, get you running. Okay, Toy Towers, now our chance.
Holy moly, that was absolutely insane, but we have to actually head over to Ice Adventure right now because they are about to start Hogwarts Always very soon. We have until 10 o'clock to get over there, so let's go ahead and book it right now. By the way, there's a ton of people heading out from CineSational, so if you're trying to get out, make sure you are prepared for those crowds. But we're gonna go ahead and try to make our way over to Iron's Adventure and hopefully to the back of the park, but we'll see. And wouldn't you look at that, we're now in Hogsmeade at 9:45. Good evening.
Oh, hello, good evening
Hello.
to you as well.
Hope you have a great night.
Oh, you too as well. Spells and Castle going on.
I will. I'll definitely head over there. Oh my goodness, okay. Attractions entrances, left, show viewing, right. Well, we know where to go, at least.
Hogwarts Always, Hogwarts Always, yay!
We are pleased to inform you that you have been accepted to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry.
Perhaps you are wise, keepers of truth, the ready mind of Ravenclaw, always astute. Maybe you're loyal, maybe you're kind, just of heart and Hufflepuff of mind. Is it power you seek by any means? A Slytherin you are. Brave at heart, the courageous few, the House of Gryffindor welcomes each and every one of you. House is sorted, the year ready to begin. Your triumphs will be rewarded. Defiance will do you in. A house cup to the champions. Who of you shall win?
Here comes Gryffindor taking aim for the lead. And Gryffindor scores! Slytherin is on the move.
Students, remember, we are only as strong as we are united, as weak as we are divided. Together now, wands in the air and at the ready. Lumos Solare! For bravery, courage, and determination, this year's House Cup winner is Gryffindor! While we may come from different places and speak in different tongues, with only a touch of magic, our hearts beat
Now, when it comes to CineSational, I honestly feel like this is a perfect way to end your night at Universal Studios Florida, because not only is it great, it is a true masterful show. Everything about it works, from the scores they use to the lighting and effects, and even the drones as well. The drones were probably the best part of the show, and I think my favorites, in my opinion, were probably the Jaws drones and maybe even the Minion one as well. And of course, the Universal Globe was incredible. But I think my favorite moment overall is probably that finale. And as a tribute, it is a great tribute, paying homage to all sorts of films, past and present. And of course, there's also some fan servicey moments too. But overall, I think this is an incredible show that's definitely worth watching. I'd recommend coming to the area 45 minutes to an hour before showtime, because there is limited capacity in the Central Park area, unfortunately. Overall, it is a perfect way to end your night at Universal, as I would highly recommend watching that show. And next is Hogwarts Always. Now, I thought it was good. It was a bit rushed, but I thought it was a pretty good projection show, taking you on a year of Hogwarts. And I think what they did with the projections were incredible. And there's also some other special effects like fog, and I thought it was really cool to see. There's also some lighting around the area as well, and of course, there's also the fireworks. Now, this isn't as important as CineSational, as I feel like if you had to choose between either CineSational or the Hogwarts Always, definitely pick CineSational. But if you can, I'll definitely recommend watching these two shows, as overall, Hogwarts Always is a pretty good projection show that if you're a Harry Potter fan, I'd recommend. And if you want a perfect way to end your night at Universal Studios Florida, I'd highly recommend watching CineSational. But I think with that being said, that's going to be a wrap on our night at Universal Orlando. We checked out everything new for this summer, from DreamWorks Land to the brand new shows and even the tribute store. So let me know, what are you most excited to see coming to Universal? I'd love knowing. As always, if you want to help support the channel, make sure you subscribe, like the video, and follow for more. And as always, until next time, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.